That may have worked. That may have just worked. Alright, well, we're going to try it. One more thing. Alright, let's try it again. I have made some changes in the settings on the machine over here, and it appears to be that I'm at least a little bit closer. Yay, a little bit closer. Yeah, this was like way off a minute ago. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. Okay. For those of you who missed the error video that I just did, and I'm going to delete that in a minute. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Taiji. It is September 15th, 2020. And I just spent the last couple of minutes doing some things with my computer so that maybe what I'm seeing is a little bit closer to what you're seeing, so that we can have a little bit closer, more that shared reality thing, which I really, really do appreciate. Alright, so we had technical glitch. I'm getting coffee here. Yeah. I'm getting coffee. It seemed that there was some caching and some other things going on in the background that was interfering with both my being able to see what's being sent, as well as my being able to see what is being received on your side. It's received by YouTube. Okay. So what was happening is that I'd be saying what I'm saying now, which is, it's off just a little bit, but it's not too bad. It was like 30-second delay, which is really, really hard to work with. So resetting was something that I really kind of had to, I don't know why that happened. But I had to get reset. It did. We're getting started. I'm still getting a weird error over here, but I have learned that this one is one that I can mostly ignore. It's not one I'd like to ignore by any means, but it's YouTube is not getting enough video. Well, thank you, AT&T. What can I say? For most of what we're doing, we're good. I am, for those of you who are paying closer attention and a couple other students, I am planning to get a GoPro so that the quicker movements can be picked up. Let's try this again. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Circle to the front. Open the back. And circle back to both sides. Outward circle and the inward circles. Pull up. Reach out. Stretch out over the legs. Reach out. Try not to lean. So don't go forward and don't go back. So as you stretch out forward, don't lean too much forward. Don't pull your weight too much forward. At the same time, you don't want to stick your butt out too much so that you go backward. Stay straight and even over the legs. 2 more. And stretch up. Elbows drop down. Wrists. Fingertips. Follow your fingertips down. Remember to use legs as you come up. Two more. Stay upright. Drop the elbows. Drop the wrists. Hands return to your sides. And circle front again. Go to your left. I'm going to turn to my right. You turn to your left. We both go in the same way. Here we go. And circle. Let's go one more time. And come to center. And turn, go the other direction. Go to your right. focus on the space between your hands. Center. Elbows drop down. Wrists, fingertips. Hands are turned to your sides. Stay there for just a minute. Relax. We're going to do some leg work, but I want to talk about something just for a second. Just real quick. Grab a little coffee. I just said something about space. Focus on the space between your hands. Alright? And we have a particular shape that we want to try and keep through this exercise with both the hands and the upper arms as well as the upper body. So these exercises do a lot of work with the waist and the upper body. The legs, not doing all that much holding. We're going to do the legs in just a second. But this concept of space, the space between the hands. In the Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu talks about space in a bowl. That the shape of a bowl, that there are sides to the bowl, that there's a roundness, that the bowl can contain something, is brought about by the fact that the bowl has a shape. The ability to contain anything is the space in the middle. If there was no space, the bowl couldn't hold anything, right? The shape of a house, the roof, the walls, all of that is important for providing shelter. The utility of a house, the usefulness of a house, comes from the windows and doors, the space, okay? The space in a room, right? So there's carpet on the floor, but there's nothing here in the middle. It's empty. We use that space in Tai Chi. Okay. So, my hands are here. This shape. This is pretty much what I see from this is my side. That's what I see. I also see the Lao Gong here in the center of the palm connected to the Lao Gong over here in the center of the palm. And I see a big circle. I actually see this circle as I extend it outward. And this shape of my hands, it's not this, it's not this, not this, not that. Not this, not this, not this, not that, not this, not this. Lots of knots in there. It's open and relaxed. First finger pull back just a tad. Opens the Lao Gong. Just a tad. It's not intentional. It comes as a result of this being open. It's not, oh, I gotta pull my finger back and do this thing. I've seen people do that, so I'm going to call it out. That's wrong. It's just wrong. Everything in Tai Chi is natural. Okay? So if something looks unnatural, it probably is. Just don't do it. That's not natural. I don't have my hands like this in any kind of a natural position. Now, I particularly have arthritis, and sometimes it affects my hands. So there are times when my hands are not in a real pretty position. It's not a deliberate thing on my part. It's something, if once I massage them a little bit, they feel better. Now they're more open. Now I can relax them. We're good. My point is, this is not a, I gotta do this thing with my hands. And I know I'm beating up on that way too much, but just, I need to, because I've seen some things that are really, just really wrong. And I want to make sure that I'm 100%, 1000% clear that this idea of opening the hand, of opening the Laogong, can result in this first finger being open a little bit more and pull back a little bit more. If you think about, in our Qigong, we think about certain channels and certain connections, right? In Tai Chi, we're doing some similar things, and we want to show the expression through the hands. But it's not stiff, it's not forced, it's not locked ever. It's always going to be the most natural possible. So just for this simple stretch, and we're going to move on to the leg work and things. Just for this simple stretch, my hands are here. Shake them. All right. Relax. Nothing there. Empty, empty, empty. All right. And that's the hand position. That's correct. Little bit round through here. Right? Soft. No hitchhiker thumb. This doesn't stick out. It's soft. So everything should feel round. Right? There's nothing to stop my hand here. There's nothing to stop my hand here. There's nothing to stop my hand here. Up, thumbs out, thumbs in. Right? This is one way that you can check. Alright, we did some leg stretches yesterday, and I want to do those again this morning. We're going to do the stationary first. So I'm going to turn sideways, face this way. My left leg is going to go front, right leg is going to bend. A little adjustment there. Cat's coming. Oh boy. Alright, and just rest the heel. Not a lot of weight on the heel. It's just there. And stretch up, reach out, reach over, follow the circle. And reach up, stretch out, pull up through the abs, reach out over the leg. And one more time. Stretch up. And come on back down. Circle aside and straighten. And turn the left foot about 45, step with the right, and circle to the front. Back to both sides, up along center line, and stretch out over. Bend the left knee. Keep the right leg straight. Don't lock the knee, but you want to keep it straight. And one more time. And up. And down. Both elbows drop down. Separate and straighten. Alright. As we do this stretch, you should feel a lot of it in the back of the leg. If you are so inclined, you can go lower. Lower is always an option until you get to the floor, and then it's pretty much stuck at the floor level. I was not able to ever really do that. I got to about 45-ish. Yay. Where was I? I was... yeah, right about here, ish. A little bit more. So, close to that 90, but not anywhere near the floor. It's something to work for, right? Okay. Our walking sets, let's walk forward and back. And then we should practice. Hands behind your back. All the way on to the left, turn the right toes out, and step through. Cat thinks I'm playing with her. Watch your feet, Cat. Relax through the back, hold the leg. That stretch we just did, that burning you felt in the back of the thigh, that's where you want to hold. And shift back. Checking for the cat. Where is the cat? Cat. Yeah, you're right there, aren't you? See, I'm right here. I didn't go anywhere. And shift forward. Oh, it's one of those days, y'all. It's just one of those days. Straighten. And there we go. All right. It's just one of those days. Let's practice. Let me relocate the cat. She's looking to be petted, and maybe she's, you know, it's going to be time to go out soon. So she's ready. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Could you sit over here for a minute? Sit over here for a minute. I'm still teaching. You can sit over here for a minute. That's you. There you go. Good girl. Yeah, that lasted about 2.5 seconds, maybe not even. Come here. Go there. Thank you. You can still see her tail there. See her tail over there. That's good. Okay, practice. Feet together. Salute. Stand straight. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. All the way to the right. Open left. And arms up. Relax, breathe. Alright. We did this a couple more times. One of the things that is a challenge is that, particularly with video, okay, it's a challenge anyway, but particularly with video, is the timing of the movements in form together with whoever's leading practice. Okay, in this case, me. Hi. Alright, so the methods that are used, calling out the names of the forms, focusing on some external source, a metronome, music of some sort, both of those are very good methods, and I'm using calling out the names, and I'm going to look at using some music and having some background stuff with what we're doing here. I learned being quiet. When I very first was learning Yang style Taiji, we would come to class, and a teacher Huang would come in, and everybody would get started, and for probably 45 minutes or so, nobody said anything. We followed along what he was doing, watched the movements, try to keep time, and it was difficult. It was. Timing somebody else's movements is not an easy task. Now, having said that, dancers do it every day. There's nobody that's ever studied dance that isn't timing somebody else's movements. Period. That's it. Sports, especially any of the ball sports, for the most part, team sports, where timing matters. You got to pay attention to it. In martial arts, timing matters. You got to pay attention to it. If I'm competing, I need to understand my opponent's timing and hopefully disguise mine so that my opponent does not know what I'm doing, but I can see what they're doing. That's Sun Tzu's adage that my opponent does not know me, but I know my opponent. All right. So as we're practicing, being able to find, just gotta find it, and then follow someone else's timing is something that is extremely important to learn. Let's try again. Feet together. Stand straight. Salute. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. All the way on the right, open the left, center. And arms up. And down. Open. Now that was a glitch. Lost my balance for a second. Again. Feet together. Stand straight. Salute. Open. One, two, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That count is a rhythm. At 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the rhythm. The timing for each of the movements does not match that rhythm. Doesn't. Okay. What I'm trying to get at with this, and I'm going to show this in a minute. What I'm trying to get at is that as you're practicing, you're going to follow that rhythm. That at some point is your heartbeat. That was mine. So it's a very natural rhythm. You can move more quickly. You can move more slowly. You can speed up that rhythm and move more quickly. You can slow down that rhythm and move more quickly. They're not the same. Alright, so I'm going to stand there. I'm here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the same idea as if I was a dancer taking choreography and applying music as a background at 1, 2, 3, 4 as a background to what I'm doing. I'm going to keep time, but my movements may not match. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. That would be, no, don't do it. All right? So, let me pick that up just a little bit. One, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Big difference in the outside movement? Mm-mm. The energy that I'm generating inside is different. What I'm able to bring up and pull out is a little bit different. Alright? With the movement, straight 1, transfer 2, open 3, place it 4, transfer 5, center 6, hold 7, and hold 8. First movement. Arms turn in. It's not obvious, but it's there. And 1, up 2, open 3, down 4. Here. Shift down 4. Alright? Start the next move. Shift 1. Start the turn. Open 2. Start the transfer. Open 3. Step through. Place the foot. 4. Transfer the weight. Hands change position. 5. Next move. Turn. 1. Reach out. 2. Transfer. 3. Shift through. 4. Arm comes up. 5. And press out. 6. Turn. Next move. 1. Hold down. Press. And push. That's grasp the bird's tail. Alright? Each movement has its timing, has its position, has its transfer. I'm here. I'm going to go to here. How'd I get there? Starts at the bottom. All right, I'm here. Right foot. Starts at the bottom. Release the right foot. Bring it through. Place the heel. Start transferring the weight. Reach out and grab the floor. Right hand. As you transfer, as you're pushing into your right leg, you're also bringing up your right arm. As you're bringing up your right arm, your left pulls down and in. It does pull in. So that as you arrive, everything arrives together and it starts from the bottom and comes to the top. It's not from the top down. From your root, step in, extend. Sink, step, right hand down, right leg front, right hand down. Left hand's up. Face this way, right side. Left foot 45. Left hand up, right hand down. On your toes on the right foot. Right hand's down here near your right knee. Left hand, between your chin and your nose. Right up in here. Extend. Extend. Right? So, as I get ready to extend my foot, I'm going to turn. Sink. Extend. Transfer the weight. Everything arrives together. that all-together kind of movement is something that we work at. You have to work at it. It's not something that, yeah, you know, unless you're 3, excuse me, it's not something that we normally think about. All right, that pull all the way through. That's the kind of movement that we want for all of our Tai Chi. Let's do it again. Feet together. Stand straight. Salute. All the way to the right, open left. Even as the arms come up, focus on pulling that energy up through the feet, through the lower leg, through the upper leg, through the hip, through the back, through the shoulders, extending out through the arm and the hand. All right. Going to point out one more thing, because I've been talking about this morning, and it needs to be, I need to bring this out. So I talked a lot about hands and you know, here's the shape of the hand, and here's what your hands are doing, kind of thing. And I've talked also about the idea that your hands are moving. They're not just stuck there, that there's energy, there's life, there's something going on. All right? As we're practicing Tai Chi, it's imperative, for me, it's imperative, and somebody else might not think so, but for me it's imperative, to keep in mind that this is a martial art. I'm not just waving my hands around out here to be waving my hands around out here. Right? These are doing something. Case in point, we have at the beginning, arms up and down, open, step through. Worked on this quite a bit this morning. What's going on? What's going on with this? Alright? So, suppose that I'm here, my opponent is there. My opponent would like to punch me with their left hand. Okay? So I have to do something different. I have to do the other side if I'm going to do the right hand. So I'm going to do, the opponent's going to punch me with the left hand. That's what they're going to try. Alright, so I'm going to step in. Something that I really don't like to do, but this is the way this works really well. So I'm going to step in with my left hand. I'm going to move my opponent's left hand out of my way. And with my right hand, I'm going to nudge my opponent to go away. Now, a couple of different ways that I can do this. The one that I'm giving today, okay, because this is not a one-time fix. This is the only way it's ever done. Forget that bullshit. This is one opportunity that this particular set of moves can be applied in one particular way. It can be applied in a couple of dozen different ways. It's not a one and done fits all, has to be this way forever, never ever gonna happen. That's not the way this works. And yes, I am annoyed by that, and I want to make clear that I'm annoyed by that. There are many systems in which one and done is it. This movement is this application, ever and forever. You can't do anything else with it. That is not the way Taiji works. So, now that I beat up on that a bit, this one particular move, because I want you to see the hands. You pay attention to the hands over here. I'm going to step closer to the camera and show this, but just, all right? So, I'm here, just done this, and I'm going to step through here, all right? My opponent punches left. My left hand comes around and down, takes my opponent's punch and brings it over that way. It's not going to hit me, it's going over there. As I step through, ward off. In this case, my target is going to be my opponent's ribs. Actually, on the left side, it's going to be over here. Okay? So I'm going to stand over here. If I punch here, this comes down, and I'm now open, not a good thing. I'm now open here for something to push me back. Hurts. That pull down this way and push out that way, not comfy. Not a comfy thing. It's wouldn't be nice for somebody to punch me either, but alright, so this comes left hand is coming to me. I'm going to come over it and down. This particular move, over and down, step through. Different opportunity, same move, twist. Punch here. Twist and under. It's something that, right, as this hand reaches out, just because I don't have anything to grab doesn't mean that I should forget that this type of movement includes grab something and pull to me, right? I don't do this in form. I don't grab something in form. It's very soft and it sticks. And this is something that's special to Tai Chi, this sticky, being sticky. I'm not going to grab with my fingers. My fingers aren't that strong anyway, right? I'm going to grab with my palm. And I'm going to stick. And I'm not going anywhere. Once I'm stuck there, I'm staying. Super glue. Right? So, this is the kind of thing. I'm going to reach out. Open the lagon. Open the fingers. Extend. As I pull, I'm going to pull from here. All the way. This is open. Opens all the way along the arm, down to the lower tantien, back down to the lower tantien. So I actually pull from here. I didn't move my arm. My arm moved because I moved something else. It's one of those days I can just kind of keep going. I'm not going to. Let's practice one more time. Feet together. Stand straight. All the way on the right. Open left. Arms up. And down. Open. That idea of what the hands are doing. There's more than what's visible going on. As you follow along, try to look for where those particular points are. I'll show you real quick. some of the opportunities for application I just showed in those few moves. It's not this particular finger and this particular set on this particular move and this particular orientation and this particular. It's about the dynamic of energy. It's about what's possible. It's about what your intent might be. Move this out of my way. Stop. No. What's my intent? Each move in the form has multiple opportunities for what you might do with that energy. Pong is not just this kind of a move. There's Pong, there's Pong, there's Pong, there's Pong. Pong is a force that projects outward and pushes outward. Pong. Apply that. Lute. Pull down. Same. I can pull down here. And it's not this move. Paying attention to what goes inside, that inside energy. That's what the internal arts have taught me. Thank you for being here today. Appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow with Taiji. And we'll work on a little bit more of this concept of internal energy and how that force can be harnessed for health and for physical benefit, as well as for martial application. Thanks.